Thanks, Chief.
Don't call me Chief.
Yes, Chief?
Don't call me Chief.
Just a minute, Jimmy.
I'll phone you when I get out there this evening, Chief.
And don't call me Chief. Have you got any ideas, Chief? You're supposed to be a reporter. You get the ideas, and don't call me Chief.
Sure good to see you again, Chief.
Don't call me Chief.
Gosh, Chief.
Don't call me... Well, all right, James. This is one time you may call me Chief.
Hey, now. Hello. How are you? Hope you're all keeping well. It is Monday, the 27th of May. This episode is very last minute. Because me and Hamish had to do different things and we couldn't record, but I haven't slept in a week. Yeah, so it's just me and Hamish this week, but it's a banger. And yeah, there's a great Patreon episode as well that we recorded last night. That's on the Patreon. So yeah, sign up if you want to listen to that. And then there's also some solo episodes that I've been doing, and I'll be doing that every week. Last week I'm fucking the chemotherapy is just fucking it has me wiped out. But anyway, last week on the solo episode I talked about being in North Korea, and then I just did part 1, and then I'll be doing part 2 this week. And what else? Oh yeah, if you are enjoying the pod, why don't you tell some people? Why don't you spread the word of the Chief? And yeah, that would be cool. Let's see how what am I trying to say here? Let's spread it like it's syphilis or something. Let's spread it like it's monkeypox. So yeah, if you think the podcast is funny, why do you recommend it to people? And see what they think. If they don't like it, stop being friends with that person, because they're shit crack. It'd be a good way to find out, who your real friends are. And anyway, I digress. Listen, I love yous, and I'll see you next week. All right. Bye. John Sharp at the American Style open mic thing. He was like, Hamish, he called me a pedo, and I just think that's crude, and he was trying to hurt my feelings. And then we were like,
the first time I wasn't. The first time I did it, I was absolutely not trying to hurt his feelings.
Yeah.
The second time, I was trying to hurt his feelings.
Yeah.
But it's also like,
but then
it's crude to fuck kids, John. Like, that's what's
it's
crude.
all, like, you need to see it, say it sorted. Like, that's what you need to to do.
It's not appropriate.
No.
I don't co-sign it.
Mm-mm.
And he needs to stop, and repent.
He does. He needs to stop and repent, and he needs to be called out on his degenerate behaviour. Speaking of which, I had a lovely wank just before we. It's probably why. It's probably the reason why.
Do you use Vaseline?
Nothing was set up. Yeah.
Wow.
Trying to get Vaseline to sponsor the podcast.
Yeah, nice.
It says helps heal dry lips. Doesn't specify which lips. You know what I'm saying?
Do you call your penis? Is that lips? Do you call it the lips of your penis?
Well, if you actually look at,
you can make them kiss. Yeah, that's what docking is. It's kind of the kissing.
Well, I was thinking that the entrance into the penis, they do kind of have little lips.
Yeah, like have you seen Bruno?
Yeah.
Bruno thing.
Bruno, yeah. That's what they are, like little lips, like so.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah.
Did you have to use Vaseline before you were circumcised?
No.
See, that's the thing.
No, because like
it's the foreskin.
Learning to masturbate. Trying trying to masturbate after you've been circumcised as an adult, it's like learning how to walk again.
Yeah.
It's really.
I can imagine.
I was, you know what I mean. I was watching YouTube videos.
This really is the sequel to last episode.
It is. It's
dicks.
a good follow up to the last episode. I did because you're relying. Your foreskin is doing all the work.
Yeah.
It's like a little, Polish person down there. Like it's doing all the work, and then all of a sudden, then your little Polish guy gets fucking deported, and you're like, what the fuck do I do now?
Fuck.
And that's where this bad boy comes in, Vaseline, which
Wow.
is I must have the smoothest penis
Yeah.
this side of the equator. I would say so, because like it's better, and I found whatever it is about this aloe vera one.
You prefer it to
it's-
when you had a foreskin? You think it's...
This is the thing I can't
Like,
remember.
do you think you're a better wanker now?
I think I'm better.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I am better. I think
It
it's
just comes with age, maybe.
it does come with age. Yeah, it does. I think better. It's hard to because everyone's like, oh, does it feel the same, or does it feel differently? I can't really remember, but I definitely remember some of the wanks pre-circumcision being, Hall of Famers.
Oh my god! But that's probably more the testosterone. The testosterone level is.
Yeah.
You're brimming. You're bursting with testosterone.
You're
and-
bursting with curiosity and
Yeah.
adventure. And there was this guy last night, a male comedian, and he was talking about this thing that about how your balls sag when you age, and then by the way he was saying, I'm like, how low does it go? I don't know.
I mean, mine are already pretty low.
Are
I
they
think.
low?
Yeah.
Are they? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I try not
They're
to.
back in Australia.
I try not to look or think about them too much. 'Cause
Right.
It's like you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
There's no bra
There is no bra.
for your balls.
Yeah, mine now they're hanging tight.
Really?
Yeah, they're doing well. I mean, a lot of the time when I'm going around, they're withdrawn, like they're very
Really? I don't know.
they're
What
like
that's
wallflowers.
Mine-
They're introverted.
I'm more introverted than my balls.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mine are more outgoing. It's the most outgoing part of me, I think.
They're very social.
Yeah, they really. I mean, if I could send them out to a social gathering without me,
Without you, yeah, you would.
That would be ideal. So yeah, maybe I'm looking forward to the SAG.
Yeah. It's like, I won't be at Sarah's birthday, but my balls will be there.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I've told them to send my regards.
Yeah.
But I was having whatever it is about this aloe vera range that they brought out. It does, and it leaves.
It's a miracle plant.
It is a miracle plant, and it's something about this made it extra special. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it.
Aloe vera cures a lot of things. It's really good for sunburn. It's like. Do you think they must have wanked with it like 10,000 years ago? Because out of all the plants, it's the gooeyest. And so I think if you cracked open an aloe vera when you're 13 years old and you're like in a tribe in the Amazon,
that's as good as any woman you're gonna find.
yeah, you're definitely you're playing around with the aloe vera. It's almost like jizz. It's almost like it's like squirt.
It is like squirts. It's it's like it's like the London sperm bank. Fucking aloe veras. They're just filled to the brim with fucking cum, and then you've those trees that. I remember climbing trees when I was a kid, and you'd get a sap on your hands. Did you ever hear that?
No, I
Where
never.
The trees are just excrete like this sticky.
Maybe the Australian tree. I mean, I wasn't much of a climber. I remember I was scared of
The
trees.
Australian trees hadn't hit puberty.
No, they. I was very early on when I moved to Australia from New Zealand. I went to go climb a tree, and the bark came off.
Yeah.
And underneath was a gigantic spider with an egg sac.
Oh Jesus!
And it horrified me.
Yeah.
And I think I didn't fuck with trees for a while after that.
Right. So the spider kind of like exposed itself to you.
Yeah, it was.
The tree was no bark, all bite. You could say that.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Fuck, man. Yeah. So there was a spider and its sack.
Yeah. Have you seen a spider's egg sac before? It's very similar to
Like
my
Santa?
sack.
It's very.
It's like a
hangs
big
low.
white sack. Yeah.
And
And
where is it? Where is it on the spider?
Where is it? I don't know if it's attached or not. I don't think they attach.
Does he
I
have
think
it
it's
on his
just
head
kind of,
like a turban, or like what's going on?
I just remember like I don't. We would have to look it up. We'd have to get a picture. But I think
Yeah, I'll have a look.
I think they kind of just live next to it.
And they just have to drag it around.
Well, no, I think they live under the bark of the tree. You know, they live wherever kind of nook and cranny they can find.
And their babies are in there.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
hundreds.
Huntsman
and
spider,
hundreds.
is it?
Huntsman, yeah.
Huntsman spider.
Egg sac.
Egg sac. Oh, you're getting me excited now.
Yeah.
How do you like your eggs in the morning? I like mine in a sack. Oh yeah, it's kind of like
Show me.
It's kind of like I don't even know how to describe that to the folks at home. I'll pop it up on the camera. It's like a bar of soap or something.
Yeah.
You know,
They're
the worst bar of soap.
they're no good. And then I think they eat the male spider after they fuck
Nice.
for the strength.
Oh, they absorb their strength or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Men have it tough these days, man. You know, like
Yeah.
people don't really talk about it that much. Now the
Men are the kitchen in the spider world.
They are, yes,
Yeah.
they are. Yeah, there is another thing where they eat the male, and there's also
A lot of insects are fucked up like that.
They are. I mean,
the
like,
way
how
they
about when are we going to
breed
talk about that? You know, there's Israel and Palestine and
Yeah.
Ukraine and Russia, but like the things that these insects are doing, when are they going to have their day in court? Is
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean that's why even vegans don't mind if you eat insects.
That's true.
Never heard of that.
Mm.
Do you think they think we're gonna start eating like bugs?
Vegans?
Vegans. Well, that they wouldn't. Not a lot of meat on them, but
No,
that's not A5 Wagyu. You know what I mean?
no.
It's Or if you got one that's just eating potato chips all day, you could fatten them up pretty nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And,
But you were saying that you have I heard something?
yeah, that like crickets and stuff are gonna be like become more and more the food of tomorrow. You know, because it's just not sustainable eating cows and stuff.
So we're going to be eating crickets.
Yeah, like you can get like it's like I remember there was in Sydney they were like you know how like they'll hand out like a product at a train station or something. There was little like packets of crickets, like flavored crickets.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. They're like this is what you're gonna be.
This is the next big thing.
Yeah,
Forget
yeah.
about Bitcoin
Yeah,
and crypto. You invest in crickets.
cryptids. Yeah.
Well then we should invest in crickets and stuff then instead of
Yeah.
but then there's probably protein and stuff in crickets. I always remember going to
I think they're the highest per gram. I think they have a very high protein, you know?
nice.
Yeah, they're
Well, yeah, I remember going to there's like a pet shop near where I lived, and you go in and they just have this big barrel, and it was open. It wasn't sealed. It was open, and there's just all these crickets and fucking
alive?
alive, and they were just in there, and then they'd just feed them to the snakes and the spiders and whatever. Yeah, and do you ever follow that Instagram page Dark Side of Nature?
I've watched similar things. Yeah, I'm not sure if I watched that exact one.
It's
Nature is Metal or something.
Nature's Metal. Yeah, so just all these like like spiders, raping squirrels and fucking all this madness. Like that's the real dark side of nature. But now the guy's got like 2 million followers, so now he's trying to capitalize on his following. So now he's putting these like these anti-porn.
Anti-porn.
Anti-porn kind of like almost like religious kind of posts where it's just like porn is going to ruin your life.
That's the opposite of what pages like that normally do.
Yeah,
they normally just get sold to like OnlyFans.
I love if you set up an OnlyFans where it's like you want to see these fucking insects do really weird shit.
Yeah.
You want to see these animals fuck.
Yeah.
Sign up to the fucking OnlyFans. I was when I was coming home, when I was getting the bus through town, someone had spray painted on a wall in London. Someone spray painted free. It's supposed to say Free Palestine, but it just said Free Palestine.
Oh.
They'd spelled it.
Or did they run out of room?
I think so. Yeah, the Jews took the room that they were supposed to. Yeah, where they were supposed to put it, but they just ran out of space. But they spelled the PLSTINE Plstne.
Wait, they didn't put any vowels in.
They had the first
PL.
A was there.
Oh, they did have that, right?
So they left the E in between the S and the T, and then the I between the I. And then the funniest part was that he obviously went back and he tried to fix it, and then he put the I in, but he put it in the wrong spot.
Oh,
He put it in between the N and the E, so then it's spelled Free Palestine. So Palstnie.
Oh, that sent the war back,
I mean, yeah, I lost faith
decade.
in the movement
Yeah.
right away, because I feel like if you're going to be doing that shit, you should probably you should have to be able to spell the
Yeah,
side
we don't
that
want-
you're on.
Dyslexics aren't,
No, they're no one's ally in this
No.
war.
Was there any lynching in Ireland? Was that ever a thing?
There's a place
Like,
called
did the English have a lynch?
no, but there's a place called Lynch's Chips.
I bet they taste good.
They taste great.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great chips. That's not even a word of a
Great
lie.
tartare.
Lynch's Chips is a great chipper. It's in Dublin. But no, I don't think there was any lynching. No, there was self-lynching, suicides. That's basically it.
Wait, but does lynch specifically mean hanging? Because I thought lynch was just like, I guess it is hanging, yeah.
It's hanging
it's
with
like-
a bit of zhuzh.
But it's like, but it's also the it's like a
I can
before
Google it.
there was like police. It's kind of
Yeah.
like the community would get together, and lynch, like as
To
a way
bond.
to bond and to kind of like that was the way of dealing with criminals.
yeah,
Well, what the community deemed as criminals.
yeah. So like I'm looking here at the difference between lynching and hanging. I don't want to read that out.
Read it.
Yeah, no, it's
Bleep
just
it. Bleep it if
uh,
you have to.
it's
There's no way Google
It's
says
now
the
both-
N-word.
no, I think yeah. So yeah, there's hanging lynching is considered a method of violence.
Yeah, I think it's any because like even tarring and feathering, that was lynching, right?
Really?
Yeah, isn't it just any kind of?
Well, then my mom
Does it have
got
to be-
lynched on her fucking hen do back in before she got married.
Is it they literally turned her into a hen?
Yeah, and she had a friend who was.
That's kind of blackface, isn't it? To tar someone before
It's
you feather-
blackface until you feather them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you better hope those fucking feathers stick. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I was one time I was at a gig and there was a Hindu hen do. I don't know if you've ever.
Hindu. I used to edit Hindu weddings. So I used to edit. My first editing job was editing weddings, and I would get paid
As in the footage.
the footage. I would get
Right.
paid per wedding.
Yeah.
But Hindu weddings are 5 days long,
Yeah.
so I'd still get the same pay for that as like I don't want to say normal wedding because
Yeah.
I mean probably most weddings in the world are Hindu weddings, right?
Right. Yeah.
Like
Statistically speaking.
Yeah. But they look like fun. They look like a hell of a lot of fun. A lot of food, but a lot of praying. I've never enjoyed praying. But,
yeah. But like,
But a lot of colors, a lot of food.
you would just get 5 days worth of footage of a Hindu
Yeah,
wedding.
it was brutal. It was so much work, and I would always get it wrong because they were like, you got it in the wrong order. Like, what have you done? Like they would be
Yeah.
upset with. It was a brutal job.
Is at the end of the wedding.
Yeah,
You've already put it
exactly.
at the start.
Yeah, that's not everyone knows that. Like,
Oh, they weren't supposed to tape. No, that's it. No, leave that out. Jesus, didn't you get the notes from the fucking videographer? Don't leave the in. Jesus,
well, the videographer shouldn't have filmed it.
he shouldn't.
He shouldn't have been there.
No. He should have known better. No. But I don't. There's absolutely no way we're leaving that in. But
Yeah.
I
That's what they said at the wedding.
at the wedding. Just leave it in.
Hey, let the husband have a go. All right.
But they say my Indian friend, she said that at Indian weddings, they bring trans people to the weddings because they're considered good luck, and the trans people come and then they read like a
Man,
story.
when I make a trans person come, it's pretty lucky. Sorry.
No, but they, what do they call it? The drag queen story, where they do it at the library.
Yeah, but so this is a new tradition.
No, it's been going for a while, but
So how long? So
when
trans
there's-
has been a thing for hundreds of years in India. Then I guess.
Well, yeah, well, they invite trans people to the wedding, and then the trans people, they do like drag queen story hour thing where they sit all the kids around and read fucking, BFG or whatever, do you know what I mean, or Dr. Seuss. But the trans people come in and they like bless they do a little woo, and they bless the wedding, and then
Interesting.
they're like, "All right, get the fuck out of here."
Wow,
Yeah.
they don't get to stay.
They don't get this. No, they're not getting a slice of cake. No.
Wow.
Yeah. I was surprised to hear that.
Yeah, I don't. I feel like that's like that's a niche. I feel like that's a niche thing, surely, even in the Indian wedding.
Well, I'd imagine. Well, it's funny that they consider them good luck, but then also they're so ostracized from.
Yeah, 'cause
Type in here, trans Indian weddings. Oh no, that's just some article about transgender woman Tista Das arrives for her wedding to a transgender man, Deepan Chakravarti. Well, God bless them.
yeah, I don't think.
I wish
think,
them-
I think your friend was lying to you.
No. Oh no, here we go. The Hijra people. This is what they're called.
Oh,
The Hijra people.
heard of her.
I mean, like, look at her. What a looker she is. I'll send that on to you later to have a little tug at. But India's third gender. So they call them third gender in India.
Yeah,
Instead, yeah.
right. So similar to the kind of the Thailand thing.
Yeah, they're just considered third gender, and then they're invited to the homes. Yeah. So Hijras are also known to perform religious ceremonies at weddings or at newly wedded couples' homes. I mean, like,
his or her.
yeah, but I mean, I think I'm not Hindu, at least for now. I'm not, I won't rule it out. But
We'll change that.
I think if I do, I can change that. But I think if when I do get married, I think I'll just, for the shits and giggles, I'll have a trans person come and do a little
Totally.
do a little dance.
I had no idea
and
that was a thing. That's
they're not completely useless,
Yeah, but I mean, it seems unfair that people would go to Thailand for the ladyboys when sounds like India has a perfectly good.
No. But the trans in India now, they're not convincing. Like the attraction of Thailand, or what brings men to Thailand, is that you can't tell the difference.
Oh, you can tell.
You can tell.
Yeah.
Have you been to Thailand?
I have.
And
I went when I was 8 years old,
Ooh.
and I also went a couple of years ago at
Right.
Christmas.
So, and did you indulge in the ladyboy industry?
It's the thing. The
offerings.
thrill of that is that you go and get a massage,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll pretend that you don't know where it's going. You're like,
Mhm.
whoa, where's this going? And
Yeah.
then they start massaging your asshole
Yeah.
and your balls because they're hanging down at your knees, and so they're doing the back.
I thought
of your
that. Yeah, I was
thighs.
gonna say they're massaging your feet, and then they're like, "Oh, is that your balls?"
Yeah,
And then- yeah.
And so, one thing leads to another,
Mm-hmm.
and then they flip you over, and you're sitting there, and you're not sure,
Mm.
and you're kind of like looking for an Adam's apple,
Yeah.
but you're like, who cares at this point?
Yeah.
So I'm sure, but you're right. You can't really tell. I think, can they get rid of the Adam's apple?
I think so. Yeah, you can
'Cause
you can get it trimmed, shaved
down.
down. Yeah, so that's smooth.
Oh, to be fair, I don't really have an Adam's apple myself.
Or else they could just grow a beard out and it would cover it.
Yeah, that'd work.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
bit counterintuitive.
Yeah.
But so did you or did you not?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Oh, so you just got a massage from someone who might have been a man.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
that's fair enough.
man, not a man,
It was a woman.
a ladyboy. It may have been a ladyboy.
It may have been a ladyboy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because
I
that's
went
the thing.
to a ladyboy show as well.
Oh yeah.
That's like part of you go on go pay to go on some fucking pub crawl, and the final pub is like a ladyboy show, and they pull guys up on the stage to dance with them and take their clothes off. And
okay.
And
did you go to this when you were 8? Is that when?
That was when I was 8. Yeah. And
nice.
And that was that really set me up. That was
Yeah, well, I mean, 8 is
my
like,
sexual awakening.
Yeah, I mean, 8 is practically 30 in Thailand. Like that's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I made a lot of money that.
I'd say you did. Yeah, you were like,
yeah.
Parents, you go home.
Yeah, they're like business or pleasure, and I'm like business and pleasure.
came for the pleasure, stayed for the business.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was supposed to go to Thailand to do fucking Muay Thai, to go do a kickboxing fucking camp thing, and I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't.
Boy Thai,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. I would have ended up, shagging the fella who was holding pads for me. Do you know what I mean? Like that's I
watched the Muay Thai. That shit is fucking intense.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's
And
they've got like that, like the horns playing in the
They all day on the islands they'll have like these trucks going around with speakers blaring.
Yeah,
just going like, tonight big fight coming. Just like
right.
they're just reading out who's fighting that night.
Okay.
And it's like
Fringjak Ding Dong is fighting.
Well, it's all international people, so it's all
All
like
right.
all kinds of Russians and Australians, and it's like people like you that fucking travel there to go fight.
Just fucking retards who think that they can fight. Like these Thai kids, they learn Muay Thai from like the age of 6,
and they fucking do it every week.
Yeah,
they fight like
every week.
They
Yeah,
just-
some of these fighters, they have like records of like
100
110 wins to like 5 losses. Like they fight every fucking week. So like when you're a boy, you just get sent straight into kickboxing.
Is it
at,
just
like,
body
16.
shots, or do they hit you in the head too?
Oh, they hit in the head. Yeah.
Yeah.
If they don't do it at Muay Thai, the parents fucking certainly do when they get home. But
Yeah.
I remember my Indian friend telling me that she obviously a lot of my Indian friends have said that the parents just beat the living shit out of them. Did your parents ever hit you?
No.
No.
No, never. I think I got spanked maybe a couple of times, like literally a handful of times.
Yeah, I think
it was always weird. It was always like, come on, what are you doing?
I think I got spanked once, and then my dad kind of saw that I liked
Cane?
it, and he was like, he saw that I liked it. He's like, oh well, I'm never fucking doing that again.
Yeah. Did you? So you liked it? You remember?
Well, I
liking
think I kind of was like, kind of did a little like cheeky kind of look over my shoulder, like.
Did he know you were gay then?
I'd say so. Well, when I told him, he said he knew.
That's when he spanked you.
What?
That's why he.
That's
spanked
why
you.
he spanked me. Yeah. And
put you over my knee, boy. Is that what he said?
Yeah. I was like, you're gonna have to put a towel down first. But yeah, So when I told him, he said that he had a fair idea, and then when I told my mom, she had no idea.
Wow.
Which is the opposite of what I thought, because like you think that a mother kind of like a mother knows best type thing.
Yeah.
Like I thought my mom, had her fingers on the pulse of my existence, and that's not a euphemism for my prostate.
Yeah.
I think my mom is just kind of, she's just a bit kind of retarded a little bit. She doesn't really know what's going on.
Wow.
So
do you think that's why it's her retarded genes that made you gay, maybe?
I think so, possibly. But my dad, now, he was like, yeah, I had a fair idea. And I
wonder what gives it away. Like when you're a boy, just like what you're looking at.
Because I think when I was a boy, I was a little bit faggy. Like
really,
I think I was a little bit faggy, a little bit.
And then you
not super faggy, not like doing ballet as a boy type thing. But yeah, I wasn't like that. But I could just be a little bit faggy.
Do you think that's why you got into fighting and stuff? Because even though you,
well, I'm not gay. No,
yeah, it's like but it's so weird. It's weird because you come out as gay and then you're like, it's almost like you're still fighting that somehow.
To this day,
yeah.
Let me tell you, I ain't winning.
Like, yeah, you're in. Yeah. it's like you said it and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
I don't want to be gay.
I'm like Hitler in the bunker and the fucking the Russians are surrounding me. Like that's where I'm at with my battle against my sexuality. Yeah, I've got the cyanide ready to go in my tooth.
Does that mean one day you're just gonna come out full gay, like pride flag?
Well, that's what this is a start.
Shit.
Yeah, it looks like someone's wiped their arse with that.
Yeah, but yeah. What does the brown represent?
So the brown. That's a fucking good question. Now, the brown.
So the pink is the. What's the pink?
pink-
The white's the cum, obviously.
The white is the cum. It all starts with the cum.
Yeah.
So for people that are listening, we have a pride flag here, and it's the new age pride flag, because the original pride flag used to just be red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, but now there's a new part of the flag that's kind of
it kind of looks like it's
creeping in.
raping the flag.
It does look like it's raping the flag. It spread the cheeks here on
Yeah.
either side, and it said, "You fucking settle down there now and let me do my business." So then now it's coming in. I think I once remarked that it looks kind of like a weather map. Do you know what I mean? And this is like a fucking storm front coming in.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean? Like,
wow.
we got a low pressure here, and then we've got this shit coming in. So I think if I'm not mistaken, the white. So the white is.
Shouldn't the white be on the brown? The white should be on the shit. Because I thought the brown.
white on brown. That's my Pornhub search history right there. But the so I think this is the red is the blood from when
you first.
Caitlyn Jenner hit that woman with her car. Yeah. The orange.
It's
don't know
you.
what the orange is me. Yeah. The
Yeah.
yellow. We'll skip yellow. Green is.
Yellow is Lady Boys.
Well, that's a nod to the lady boys, is it? Green is the jealousy, envy.
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 Is because the world's jealous of you, or because you're jealous of straight people?
Well, we're jealous of straight people, and it's also the green is the trans people are jealous of cis people,
Yeah.
because they're like, I want to be a real man or
Real
a real
boy.
woman, and then the blue is for the police. That's Blue Lives Matter.
Nice.
Yeah, they keep us safe, you know. And then some gay lads kind of like to dress up as police in the bedrooms. So that's a little nod to the police. Purple, we got some purple there. I think that's a nod to the black gays, the black community, because they like to drink the
Purple drank.
scissor. Yeah, purple
yeah.
drank. Now I'm not too sure, but when we go up here, I think the brown and the black now, that could be a nod to what your bed sheets look like after a night on the town.
Wait, why are they black?
Oh, well, you know, they after.
I shouldn't have given you those bed sheets.
Oh yeah,
I gave him these bed sheets.
yeah, you did give me those bed sheets. The brown, well, like you can get your shits can be black after you drink Guinness, so.
Oh man, imagine. Oh,
maybe
God.
that's.
Having gay sex after a night on Guinness. That's got to be fucking rough.
Oh Jesus, yeah, the home of the good stuff. But a funny fact about Guinness is that I'll give you. We'll come back to the flag. If you can guess, where is the highest producer / consumer of? Who is the highest producer / consumer of Guinness outside of Ireland?
Outside of Ireland, I have no idea. Like Thailand, I don't know.
Nigeria.
Really?
Yeah, they produce, massive amounts of Guinness, and it tastes differently apparently than it does.
Tastes
I
better?
think it's just no, I don't think it tastes better. I think there's something the mosquitoes and what have you, and the sort of the child soldiers or whatever is mixed into the Guinness, and the lack of, I guess, democracy and stuff, adds some weird flavour to the Guinness. Now that's a very racist and ignorant thing for me to say, because for all I know, Nigeria has a fully working democratic political system, and I just made a vague reference to, you know, like this is in my stupid little Irish mind.
I'm gonna make you feel. I don't think they do.
Let's just say it's a rogue state. Like when I hear an event like with, you know, Africa, my mind just goes straight to Blood Diamond.
Yeah, that's what the whole thing is.
That's my reference point.
No.
Blood Diamond and Hotel Rwanda.
I haven't seen that yet. Is it good? Does it have
Hotel
a happy
Rwanda.
ending?
It's harrowing.
Yeah.
You know what Hotel Rwanda's about?
Yeah, is
Yeah.
that like the refugees?
It's like it's where Julia Roberts goes to sort of find herself, and Dev Patel is that's the Best Exotic Marigold Hotel. That's a different movie, different hotels, different movies. But yeah, there's some genocide in Rwanda, and do you know that? You know when you hear the people. I've heard about it constantly in the news, but I only really looked into it recently. Do you know that the whole Rwanda thing they have in place here, where they say that if immigrants come to the UK illegally, they're just going to put them on a plane to Rwanda.
Yeah.
That's fucking mental.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but I just heard this Rwanda thing, and I was like, I don't know why. I just kept hearing it. I didn't look into what it was.
That's what they do in Australia too. They send them to this island.
Spike Island?
No, it's Nauru.
Nauru, okay.
And it's kind of this vague kind of prison island that isn't really Australia, and it's not really. It's and they just
waters.
Yeah, and they just live there. They kind of just most people just kind of live the rest of their lives there on this fucking prison colony, basically.
Jesus, they at least have like a Greg's or like a supermarket or something, like a Tesco or a Sainsbury's or something.
They get thrown a couple of bones, you know.
Nice.
No, it's horrific. It's
Is there a Coles on there? No.
What's that?
Is there a Coles at least?
Coles?
On the island?
Yeah, there's a Coles. There's they've got a Coles and a Woolworths.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, so like people that would be going to Australia legally, I presume, would be kind of Asian people, would it?
Who is it? It's all kinds of people.
I think you might be thinking of Japan. I think it's the island that you're thinking of.
No.
No. Okay, right.
No.
I was gonna say that sounds very.
It's people from it's crazy to try and go to Australia because that's a massive journey. It's not like the English Channel.
Yeah.
That's like a fucking real deal.
BBC.
BBC.
You said English Channel. I said BBC.
Oh yeah, ITV.
That's retarded.
Yeah. It's but there's a lot of land. You can there's more, I guess, places you can land. But yeah, it's brutal. But there was a whole thing of like stop the boats. That's like what the Prime Minister would say. He's like, we got to stop the boats. We got to stop that's
so they're getting the boats in from where?
They're coming from. I'm not
they're
sure.
They're coming from everywhere.
Well, I guess they come from like Papua New Guinea and stuff.
Yeah.
But they've probably gone there via other places.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, but I'm assuming they're going to the closest landmass, which would be there, and then.
So get down.
But I don't actually know exactly. They might come from. I don't know, Lebanon. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a long trip. If they go down, get down to the shore there with your boomerangs and you fucking aim at the fucking. Yeah,
you may as well get on a boomerang because you're going to be going back to where you came from.
Immigrants, I call them boomerangs.
You may as well ride a boomerang here because you're going back.
We're gonna put you in a big didgeridoo and shoot you back to where you came from, you fucking cunt.
Fucking Didgeridon't fucking bother coming here.
Didgeridon't, don't even fucking think about it.
That should be. Oh, I could become Prime Minister on that fucking platform.
Oh yeah.
Didgeridon't fuck with us. You boomerang.
I boomerang the fucking police when I saw you coming over the shore there, you fucking cunts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna koala lump the fucking head off you.
Don't be kangarooed and get a passport. Come here the polite way.
It's like, how about you I'd love if that was like a legitimate Australian government campaign to stop immigrants coming in.
Yeah.
Thinking about coming to Australia legally? How about you Didgeridon't? You'll be on the first fucking boomerang back to whatever fucking cave you came from, you fucking cunts. We ain't here to fuck spiders.
Oh,
I'm trying to think of
these are our spiders.
I'm trying to think of other Australian
So am I.
references.
There's not many.
Didgeridoo.
There's cockatoo many of yous here. Cockatoo many immigrants.
Yeah. If you fucking come here, we're gonna burn you at the stake. We're gonna fucking Sydney cap you. Oh god. That would be that would be fucking amazing. But yeah, it's funny because take a break now in a second. But it's funny because now there's this weird thing happening because obviously in Ireland we share a border with the north of Ireland. So
right.
we have the Republic of Ireland, and then there's 6 counties in Ireland that are in the north, and they're part of the UK. So these immigrants that are like, I don't want to go to fucking Rwanda. Fuck that shit. They're going to the north of Ireland, and then they're trying to get into Ireland to have asylum there. And Ireland literally like, no, get back, get the fuck back over the line there. And they're not fucking, and then Rishi Sunak's like, no, you fucking take them. And it's like we're literally just playing like hot potato with these fucking, with these poor fucking immigrants. Like, do you know what I mean?
Sorry, that reminded me when you said Rishi Sunak. Did you say he's going to make the kids join the army for a year?
Oh, really?
Yeah, that came out like today.
Oh shit!
So
like conscription.
Yeah, but it's not. It's kind of like this weird loose one, and kind of like the leader of the I don't know what you call him, but the guy who kind of makes these decisions is kind of like, oh, we don't really want to do that, and then he's just kind of come out and said, no, we're gonna do it. So you can join. You have the option of joining the army for a year, or volunteering for a weekend once a month for a year.
Volunteering for a weekend
in their community.
But just like shooting homeless people or whatever to clean up the streets.
Yeah. So that's their loophole of like.
So Sunak is saying that we're going to send all the youths to. I mean, with regards to like London youths, they're already trained in kind of like hand-to-hand combat with knives and things. So they're going to save money there. They're already trained with with weapons.
A good thing, give them weapons is the best. Just
fucking if they're going to take some London youths, all you need to give them is just a couple of knives and some fucking those balloons. The
nangs?
The nangs, yeah.
Oh wow.
Just fucking here's a zombie knife and some nangs. Off you go to fucking Gaza there and have some fun. Do you know what a zombie knife is?
Yeah, I saw the video of that guy.
They're like the size of my fucking dad's cock. They're absolutely.
But they're essentially just a machete, right? Really?
They're a machete, but they have like serrated edges and then they have this big fucking weird
so you can
grip.
Cut a loaf of bread with them.
Oh yeah, you could circumcise 10 babies at once. About the conscription. I was gonna say something else on that, but I don't know, something about Rishi Sunak, Labour. I don't know. Oh, I'll say this, then we'll wrap it up. I saw on the news that the Uvalde thing, the school shooting.
It was a while ago.
Yeah, but never forget.
I try to.
Yeah, and the parents. That's the one where the police hesitated to go in.
Oh yeah. They were standing around.
They were like, "Oh, what do we do?"
Yeah.
And then fucking like a bazillion kids got shot right in the fucking face, and they all died. And now the parents have taken out lawsuits against the police force, and they're also suing Call of Duty.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then the lawsuit saying like, oh, the game prepares you for, how to handle weapons.
Well, maybe the cop should have played it. Are they suing them for not for the like? Yeah, what the fuck?
That's a good point. If the cops played more Call of Duty, they would have had the balls to fucking run in there and kill the cunt. Yeah. This is the thing, they were saying that, like, it desensitized the shooter to violence, and that he was
retarded.
He was more capable of handling weapons because of the game. And it just harkens back to, like, fucking people saying that GTA and all these games caused fucking whatever, Columbine and not Columbine. Columbine was pretty.
I remember, I've never been in a fight in my entire life, and I have played all those violent games. Yeah. I am incapable of hurting someone. Like, I got banned from playing a game called Siphon Filter. Did you ever play that?
No.
Because I kept tasing people in the balls. There was something you could do in the game, and I thought it was very funny. And it is.
Yes, yeah. They try to tase you in the balls, and they're like, "Where the fuck are his balls?" Like, down by his feet.
They took it away from me.
Yeah. They took you got banned.
I got banned by my.
Because in game you just go over and you.
I think I showed my stepdad. I was like, "Check this out.
Yeah.
This is funny," and he was like, "Well." He's probably like, well, because you've shown me, I have to take this off. If you just kind of kept it to yourself, it would have been fine. But I was like,
you've never been in a fight?
No, not really. I mean, I've been in physical altercations, but I usually just ended it by kind of pushing them over.
It's just kind of a bit of argy-bargy.
I've always, like it's, like, it's never become a proper fight. No.
Yeah, that's probably for the best because you'd kill a man.
Yeah.
Easily.
I did. Actually, that's not true. I fought when I was in preschool.
When I was in prison.
A kid wouldn't let me down the slide, and I punched him in the head, and his tooth came out.
Nice.
And my stepdad was very proud of me for that. He was like,
pushed.
He's like, you don't let anyone fucking push you around. Yeah.
No one fucks with the shepherds.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't let you go down the slide, and then you punched him in the face.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, my little brother. I heard this story the other day where my little brother was leaving school and some guy in his class, my stepmother was picking him up, and this little kid was like, your mom's fat, no, your mom's obese. This is what he said to my little brother. My little brother went over and just pushed him off his bike.
Nice.
It's fucking beautiful.
Nice.
Absolutely beautiful.
I slapped a child who was spitting on me on the bus once.
Oh, really? Yeah?
Yeah. So I would have been... How old would I have been? I would have been like 12.
Yeah.
And he would have been like 9 years old or so. Maybe a bit younger.
Yeah.
And he... Actually, no. What he did was he was one of those kids that still sucked on his thumb. And it was all wrinkly and fucked up. And he kept like going like this in my face, and I just fucking slapped him right across the face.
Yeah.
And again, my stepdad was very proud. He's like, if someone is putting spit on you,
if someone's sucking on their tongue, you fucking put a hand on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that felt good. It was a very good slap. Actually, that's generally. I have slapped people when I used to do the warehouse parties.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of just like ended up being security.
Mm-hmm.
Just by default.
Mm-hmm.
Because people would always ask me to come help, so it was just like whatever. And there was a guy, he'd been like touching women or something, and he got kicked out of a party. And this is what everyone does when they get kicked out of a party, by the way. It's like, it's the same thing with hecklers. You know how all hecklers are the same, and they're all like, "Oh, I was just trying to help." It's the same with people who get kicked out of parties. Is they always say,
"I was trying to help.
left something inside,
right,
to get back into the party." Always, I left my bag in there. I left my phone charger in there. They're always just trying to get into the party, no matter what.
Yeah. And
this guy just wouldn't leave, and and I just fucking slapped him across the it's very It's because no one can die from a slap. So it feels very cathartic.
I think Chris Rock died a little bit inside when.
They die inside. Yeah, like they go back into being a fucking child again.
Well, it's extremely emasculating to be slapped by a man.
Yeah,
and
it's so.
So
loud.
you just kind of went bitch, and then you slapped him.
Yeah, and it was one of those ones that reverberated through the street. And,
nice. Yeah.
And he's like, and he goes,
was it like
"Oh, you slap." He goes, you slap people?"
Yeah,
that's
hilarious.
That was his response. He's like, "Oh, you're a guy who slaps people, eh?" He's like, "That's what you do?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess."
I was imagine you got shot by someone. Like, "Oh, you're a guy who shoots people?"
Well, you're one of those guys.
Oh, you're one of those assholes. Just go around just shooting people. Well, la-dee-da. Where did you slap him? Just fucking up the side of the head or on
His
the cheek?
face, yeah.
Nice.
Just fucking. Because yeah, it's never been in my instinct to punch. I don't think I've ever, apart from when I was a kid, that time that I punched someone. I'm trying to think. I punched my brother once, but we get along very well. Apart from that, we had one fight, and I punched him, and then he got me like 5 times in the side of the head, in the backseat of a car.
Yeah.
And he got me good and put me on my place.
Nice.
Not a big puncher. Have you been in fights?
Yeah, a few. I mean, I'm trying to think back. I remember like at least. Yeah, well, me and my older brother now, Aiden, we went through a period of time where we had a couple of tussles where we sort of beat the shit out of each other, and then like just madness. Like if one of us would get on top of the other one, we would like stamp, like fucking get our feet. Like we wouldn't be wearing shoes. Like you'd be on the couch, and then we'd be like stamping on each other's heads.
Is this like real hate, or is this like you're kind of just annoyed and you?
It would start as like, and then it would start as like, oh, you're fucking. I want to watch Brokeback Mountain,
so
and you want to watch Alien or whatever. Yeah. But then it would escalate into a serious fight, and it'd be like, oh, and then I think I remember once my little brother. This is a different. My little brother, he did something, and then I had a boomerang, and I just threw it at him from like I was about 2 meters away from him. And he was like, yeah, fuck. And then I just went, yeah, cunt. But then, apart from that, I remember, it's been a few times. So, one time I was just going to this, like, I was walking down the street going to this, like, disco, and I was 16. And there was some guy just at a bus stop that was, like, my age. And he was just like, whatever. And I walked past him. And he just clocked me, like, right in the fucking face.
Wow.
And he just jumped on the bus, and the bus just fucked off.
Fuck.
So I think that was, like, the first time I got, like, properly punched in the face. So it was, like, maybe 15, 16. And then I think in the same year then, I was walking down the street around that same venue, and I was shit-faced, and they wouldn't let me in, so I was outside by myself. And I always remember this fucking big, fat girl was with this bunch of lads that are all my age, and then they were all walking towards me, and then this big fat whore of a thing pushed me out like in front of traffic, like,
the fuck?
And I was like, hey, what are you doing, you fat bitch, or whatever. And she was like, ugh. And then all of her mates, friends, they just jumped on me and they started beating the shit out of me. And then another time, then I can't even remember this because I got blackout drunk, but I was so I again this is just a recurring theme. I was at a underage disco and I didn't get let in because I was too drunk.
Last week.
This was last week. Yeah, this was last week. And I remember just argy-bargy stuff was going on outside, and then these lads were all pushing each other. And then I remember just saying to one, I was like, "Go on, hit me then." Hit me. I thought I was like fucking.
Oh, yeah, you're one of
like in Green Street.
I can see why you quit drinking now.
Yeah,
because you're one of these
guys. This is how I lost
the
front of my tooth here.
Ooh.
I was like, "Yeah, go and hit me then," and the guy was like, "All right," and then he just headbutted me right in the thing.
Headbutts.
Yeah, and then I collapsed on the ground. And then I just woke up the next day in my bedroom, and it was just blood, like all down my t-shirt and my nose. And
so he broke your nose?
I think he broke my. I couldn't touch my nose.
Yeah,
for like, it wasn't like sideways, but I couldn't touch my nose for like a month.
No, you can, because your nose, the inside of your nose, the bones are like the size of your fist. Because I had to get surgery on my nose once, and that's what the surgeon told me. And he's like, your nose. He told me because he had to basically re-break because I had a deviated septum.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, it was a mess in there. He's like, but my nose, the outside of my nose looks fine.
Yeah.
But he's like, yeah, I had to fucking get a fucking crowbar in there to break it again to like.
What is in the septum? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, because I could not touch it, and then I think then after that, then maybe there's only one more. I remember then when I was like I just turned 21, and I think about this pretty much every day because I just turned 21 and it breaks my heart. My grandmother got me like this crucifix pendant, that I don't want to even know how much money it cost. She was really Catholic, and she got that for my birthday, my 21st birthday, and I was like, oh, sick. So I was wearing it, and then I think I went out for my so me and my friend's birthday was close to mine, so we went out and I was done drinking at this stage. We went out for his birthday, and we got into like a fist fight with these cunts in a bar, and punches being thrown or whatever, and then one of the lads grabbed me like by here, by the chest, and then like threw me up against the wall, and then we all got like fucking whatever thrown out of the place, and then I was like looked down and it was just gone, and I was like, oh tits. So then for like years my grandmother would be like, where's your and I was like, oh it's at home. I just, I only wear it on special occasions or whatever.
Yeah.
Broke my fucking heart.
Yeah.
Like, there's just no way I could fucking tell her like that happened. Like, but apart from that, then obviously the MMA stuff. But like that doesn't even really count as like street fights or anything. But I avoid it at all costs now. I fucking
of course.
The closest thing I've gotten into street fight was when I actually changed the way I deal with like homeless people, because this was
wait till they're asleep. And
what? Now I make sure to give them 10 times extra what I used to give them with regards to the dosage. But so I was walking down the street and I was with my friends, and we were in the middle of a conversation, and this homeless guy was like, he was like, oh, do you have any change or whatever? And then I just was in the middle of a conversation, so I ignored him, and then he was like, oh, you don't have to be so ignorant. And I think I just had shit going on at the time, and I was just I had a short fuse. And I was like, what the fuck did you say to me? And then he stood up and he was like, ah, and then the two of us were like squaring up to each other, and then my brother had to like get in between us and like separate us. And the guy started saying, like, you don't know what I've done for this country. What did you fucking spread fucking leprosy again? You fucking cretin. And he was like in his 40s. I was like, what did you like? Did you fight in Nam?
Yeah,
like, you fucking loser. But we like.
What could he have done?
I don't know, meth probably.
Yeah.
Do you know what I've done for this country? I hold a world record for the most amount of fucking dick sucked for a gram of coke in the Republic of Ireland. But and then I had to like take a different route to work every day after that, because I didn't want to run into him again.
Well, in Australia, route is slang for sex.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
So yeah, if you take a different route.
So how would you use that in a sentence then to describe sex?
Oh, you want to go out into my room for a route?
Oh, as a route as in a little route around.
Yeah.
Like, right, okay. Okay. Route.
Yeah, do you know
square.
There was a guy I know with the nickname Wombat.
Yeah.
Because he would eat root, shoot, and leave.
Eat root.
And leaves. Fuck, I ruined it. It makes sense.
Eat, shoot.
He eats roots, shoots, and leaves.
So what does eating root mean?
So roots, like a potato is a root vegetable.
Yeah.
And a leaf.
Yeah.
It eats leaves as well, and shoots. Like shoots are like a bamboo shoot.
Yeah.
So it eats, eats ass.
Right.
Roots, like fucks. Shoots its load.
Yeah.
And leaves.
Nice, because it eats.
A pun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eats roots, shoots, and leaves.
Amen, man.
Yeah.
That's you should get that tattooed on.
That's the name of the episode. Eats roots, shoots, and leaves.
Eats roots, shits, and leaves. Shoots. Eats roots, shoots, and leaves.
Yeah.
And they call him the wombat.
The wombat.
Fucking amen to the wombat, man.
Yeah.
All right, maybe we'll take 5.
Take 5.
Yeah, and do some coke or something to keep us up.
I'm so tired.